Y'all, what's that Rihanna song? I'm hearing the melody in my I'm hearing the melody in my head. Okay, if you've ever saw the music video, there's a message about the music video with Rihanna where she is singing rum bum 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 mama 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 I just shot a man down. Yeah. It's in gestation in front of a big old crowd. Okay, so yeah, there's something about who there is something about this card came out yesterday, honey. If y'all haven't watched the collective the next 7 days channel message or whatever predictions, check that out because this card came out and this was like a big message in that reading over there. And today's channel message is kind of picking up where we left off. Like Spirit said they wasn't done. Like how you just gonna stop the recording. But this song with Rihanna came up like very, very, very loud. Okay. This could have been about a marriage or life partnership. You could have lost a loved one. Someone could have died unjustly or they were put to rest. All right. There's something about some of you guys may have felt like you lost your life partner, the person you were going to do life with or something like that. There is this energy of like war. All right, we have letters and the names R, K, I, or J. All right, Papa. What are we talking about? We are definitely picking up on someone from the other side. Okay. So whether this resentment is on your side or on someone else's side, this could be involving letters R, K, I, or J. They may feel, or you may feel, a sense of injustice. No, I heard no justice, no peace. Maybe someone didn't support something. There's a lot coming in at once. This could have been a separation. Someone did something and it tipped the scales of justice. It tipped the scales in a particular direction. And there is a motive here. There's something about a motive of injustice. And so I don't know if this is on your side or someone that's passed away, but it's very it's very hot. Okay, because I was feeling my hands heat up. This may be an industry as well. Okay, this could be the entertainment industry. This could be the music industry. This could be there may be someone on the other side that is helping you become like some type of entrepreneur. And on your journey, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to come towards you. It's giving me big lotto energy. All right, like a moth to a flame burned by desires. So there's something about someone, like in the video with Rihanna, it's about her just being very carefree. She had a very big heart. She dressed like she wanted to dress. She looked like she wanted to look. She wasn't really looking around for danger to be lurking on her normal route to just go out and live her life and do her. But on that journey, as in the movie, she's like walking to a club or something like that, or she's going out and she's by herself and she spends a lot of time by herself, so she doesn't think twice about it. It's a common thing. You know what I'm saying? She does this when she has free time. She's doing it by herself. It feels good for her to do this thing. Well, out the corner or out the alley comes this man, and he pretty much rapes and beat her inside of the video. He takes her light away from her, where it really broke something inside of her, to the point where even though he didn't kill her, it's almost like he left her for dead, because the only thing that the only light that went off in her, the only switch that was flipped was, you must die. Okay, it's like this flip of a switch from an experience, to the point where this person was able to go out and live their life and move on with their life, and walk about the streets freely. However, she was in the window with a sniper, right? Or a gun, and she was waiting. So it's premeditated to a way. She was waiting to avenge herself, right? She wouldn't feel safe with him still roaming the earth, him still being alive. As far as she was concerned, she was willing to do that in front of a whole big crowd. And like, I feel like her saying, like, pretty much like that internal grit or that internal cry to like mama, like, it's almost, that may be something that mother wise has happened before, like happened to her mother and her mother before that, and something like that. I feel like the video itself is unpacking so much in it, because you start to feel that drum, you start to feel that heat up, and you're like trying to make peace with that experience, trying to make peace with the things that have had to be done in order to be in a particular industry. For some of you with temptation, this may be an industry, or this may just be like, you're always being lusted after, you're always being sought after, and it's like nothing that you particularly are doing, but it's like it finds you. You know what I mean? This is also like people not wanting to give you certain opportunities unless you are sitting on a lap or some shit. There's something about sitting on laps and stuff and weird stuff. And then them like lying about it, and then feeling like, I should have known how to say no. There's this energy of not knowing, or feeling like there's a period of your time where you should have fought back or said no, and not forgiving yourself about it. And this could be something where it's like, oh, that's just the industry, or they blame it on what do you expect? And it's like people perpetuate that same type of toxicity when you're trying to heal, when they say, well, what do you expect when you dress a certain way? You're going to attract certain attention. What do you expect when you're in that industry? No, how about we change the narrative, right? And I feel like there's a purpose connected to you and you changing the narrative. And for a lot of you, it comes in the form of calling out hypocrites and liars, and seeing one and exposing them. Many of you may feel like you don't want to expose them or cause no drama because of the fact that maybe they have a car, all right, or maybe they give you a ride. You know what I'm saying? This could be simple shit like that. Or you don't have transportation, or you don't have no one else to turn to. This could be like short-term shit. You may feel like you are always in short-term connections where there's just indirect expectation that anytime they want to pull up on you or talk to you, that you can, that in order for you to get ahead, that you gotta like kiss someone's ass. And I feel like you are that generational curse breaker. All right, your angels, you have angel guidance or numbers here. You got one person that's just a flat out liar. They can't manifest shit, but they want you to believe that they're healing you. They can't manifest shit, talking mushrooms, but they want you to believe or agree that they're the ones that's the healer in your life. They're like, I'm healing you. I'm supposed to be in your life. We're supposed to be together. You're not supposed to move on. That's why I can't move on from you, because we're supposed to be in each other's life. This person is, they know without you, Taurus, that they will experience a lot of job loss and a lot of decrease in their life. And they're desperate to make peace with you because they're afraid of how it can affect, okay, their bank account. So we have bank account in reverse. So you have clear karma. Your healing that you're doing on yourself, um, it's like you don't have a debt, like you don't owe a debt, but someone here owes a debt. But they're trying to convince you that you're the student in their life, that they're trying to teach you something. They're trying to convince you, like, I've been doing this longer than you. I'm trying to teach you something. You go through me and everything. You'll never go hungry again. They're trying to convince you that they have some type of rank or power over you. Ha! That you need to go through the ropes. And it don't matter what industry you in, if you're working for somebody else or working for yourself, you will come across platforms that will blacklist you, blackball you, and they want you to believe that you got to kiss their ass, and otherwise they can stop your money flow, your cash flow. They can slow down your healing. They can do certain things in your life, okay, with this past or past life. There's something about, it's like talk to me nice type of energy. We have light or light colored hair. Interesting. So in a past life, they may have, with rest here, I had a vision of, I heard mummied or buried alive. In a past life, they may have buried you alive. And you haven't been able to move on from how they did you in a past life. Okay. We have letters in the name R, K, I, or J. I'm picking up this energy of, there are past life things that you are healing, not just from this lifetime. And I feel as if, even with rest here, this is telling me like being put in prison or dying in prison. Someone may have lost their mind in prison and it was done intentionally. I'm seeing like being put in a hole for like crazy amount of periods of times. But the objective was to pretty much delay someone's healing, make them feel hopeless. So a lot of people that are attracted to you are people that feel very hopeless. They feel very like they can't go on with life. Like, what's the point? Even if they have a lot of money in the world, they don't feel happy. Okay. And it's important that you know and you learn on this journey that because you have healing energy in this capacity, that everyone pretty much around you is sick. And you have to let them go through their own growing pains just the same way as you did. But you're not meant to sacrifice yourself this lifetime. Some of you may be like descendants of Christ consciousness. All right. That walk of Christ, but Christ was sacrificed, right? And rather than putting him in, allowing him to cross over in the crossroads, they changed the symbol of and made a crucifix. So instead of making a plus sign, right, they turned it into a longer line with the plus sign at a higher degree, so where he would be stuck in the realm in between two realms, creating a creating a place where lost people go. So there is a realm where lost people cycle back or recycle back into this dimension, and it's through the perpetuation of praying to the crucifix, because it doesn't honor the crossroad where it. So if you ever saw in American Gods, right? This is what Papa is showing me. So in American Gods, because I'm hearing screaming, it created hell on earth by crucifying Christ in that way. It created a realm, the in between, where souls go with unresolved karma that aren't at rest. They haven't passed over. They are. It's like a holding cell, really, because they're still angry or hurt from the past. And this is why it's so important for you to learn self-love. There's something about there's some type of child, or the future generations are not meant to be born with this type of trauma. So what they were telling me, what I'm being shown here is they want me to refer back to a scene that I saw out of American Gods. So this is the part where Shadow Moon's wife he was in jail. They both were like tricksters. They were magicians, right? He went to jail and she was left out. They were married though, right? They were gamblers. They were married, and while he was in jail, she was pretty much sleeping with her best friends. Her best friends, or her friend's husband, and she couldn't figure out why. She couldn't help but to fall to temptation. It's also giving me black snake moan energy. Why the promiscuity was triggered, or why that relationship or dynamic with love was so difficult. Like, even though Shadow Moon was there and doing everything for her, she still felt bored. She had an itch or something that was almost like biological clock turning off, where she wanted to be reckless or a gambler or something. Spontaneity as well, daredevil type of energy. But it stems from this desire of being free. As alone as she was, she never had a relationship. She longed to feel free but felt stuck in her body, right? So long story short, you remember that period where she died, and then the coin he tossed on her grave, and when she was supposed to spend all eternity inside of the same pool that she used to self-medicate with. Like, she used to spray something in there, like Raid or some shit, and inhale it in a pool and like close herself in it so she would torture herself. And it was like her quiet, guilty pleasure, right? Temptation. She couldn't resist it. So she would pretty much be doomed to repeat for all eternity, repeat something she couldn't resist, her own temptations. Well, when he threw the coin there, it pretty much bought her way back. Okay? Yeah, it brought her way back where she was able to return and take a physical form. And it was because he sacrificed his son, his light. He gave it to her. So when she left him, his light left with her. Is pretty much what he did. He stopped giving a fuck, right? And even though she did something that was degrading, um, he still loved her. Now here's where the fucking plot got thick, okay? Because the trauma that she was experiencing was by design. She was, her timeline or her story was being meddled with. It wasn't the story that she was supposed to or was destined to experience, but it was the one that the narrative they kept giving her to repeat over and over again every lifetime, creating her like as an archetype of a protagonist. You know what I'm saying? And him as an archetype of someone that's always done wrong, but they make for perfect weapons apart from each other. Kind of like breaking, separating them. One over there, one on the other side, but they're used to keep some type of order, okay, in this third order realm or something like that. It keeps people revolving around this sun that is shit. They said not even a real sun, but okay. Um, so it feeds it. And then I'm hearing something about entrepreneurship and temptation. So it's like anyone that has a desire for like fame or to be successful in life, it's designed, or anyone that's willing to like, oh snap, that has like that fire in them to be successful. There's an initiation part, secret societies, temptation here. There's an initiation where it's like you gotta get, really? You gotta be hurt. And that's kind of like how they know that you will be a part of the secret society, is because they have to hurt you. And through that pain, they know that you'll be too afraid to speak against the organization or against the secret society, because it'll like defame you, or it will make you look a certain way and you'll lose everything. So it's like, damn. Like, let's say, for example, you have, like, so there's something that you will never forgive yourself for. You will never forgive yourself for. If if you had to confront this, there's some type of temptation that you may have done, whether this was like acting out and beating somebody up, or killing somebody, or acting out and doing something aggressive and hurting each other and doing traumatic things to each other. Even, it's like it's the belt that keeps revolving around the sun, and in that belt is like Orion's belt. Or the universe or some shit. It keeps everyone on a collar. It keeps everyone on a collar. And through the suffering of them hollering and being in pain, they'll never want to go back. No more, no more, no more. You'll never want to go back to this. You'll never want to go back to that. Or you'll never want to go back to because they have some type of way of saying like, I could take the pain away, and this is what makes them the gods. But really, they can't take shit away. You can deviate and alleviate all of that shit by just loving yourself. Because they can't write you no contract or no degree that's gonna assure you They don't want you to believe that there's anything better outside of them. If they don't want you to believe that you're going to, whatever these matter of fact statements are, they can miss you with that, because Papa is saying that is not real. Okay? They have no control over the doors that he opens, and that's just what it is. But through the crucifix, they want you to believe that you got to sacrifice yourself and do all this extra shit. You know, you got to ex or past love. There's something about an ex or a past lover. They don't want you to believe in your free will. And that's why, because a lot of your exes and things like that are still being like micromanaged, or they're still employees of these type of secret societies, these types of factions, these types of belief systems, they're still asleep, right? So it's like, if all of them are still asleep, they're not going to think like you. They're not going to believe like you. Matter of fact, they're still a part of zombie land. And I keep getting the same card. Letters in name R, K, I, or J. So someone from your past is still angry and hurt. This may be a lover that has been deceased or crossed over. This may be a connection. Like I said, we saw a life partner. We have unrequited in reverse, or unbalanced in reverse. So whoever this person is that is crossed over, the truth will come out about these industries. They don't want you worrying about that, but they do want you to love yourself and stay away from unrequited love situations. Letters in names O, Q, U, X, or Z may be significant. Okay. Someone could be 33. We have 111. What about this? So if you're like thinking about someone from your past with these letters, they're saying that it's not worth it. All right. This person that has passed away, for some of you, whether it's a family member or a lover, I'm picking up strong lugger. This may be someone that got a mean punch, or they may knock a nigga out. They're very protective. Okay. Very like warrior type of energy. Life purpose. This may be the connection that really brought you towards your life purpose for some of you. There's something about you were meant to experience some type of guilt revolved around someone's death due to rejection. And someone else is destined to enter in the realm of the crucifix. They won't make it to the crossroads. Someone's not meant to make it to the crossroads. They won't move on. They'll be recycled back and back and back into this reincarnation. They won't make it to the crossroads. They're going to be denied. Someone's going to be denied. Yeah, they won't make it to heaven. They're not meant to. Because they didn't listen to their intuition. Someone was extremely prideful. For some of you, this could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You may have unfinished business with a water sign, but there's something about a lesson or a test. This person may have dealt with you for a good time, but not a long time. Fleeing type of energy. There is unfinished business with this person. One thing about this person, there could be fun or party involved. Someone could be hosting a party. Hidden enemy in reverse. So you're aware that there is an enemy connected to a water sign that you have unfinished business with. As long as this enemy is around, the coast is not clear, is what I'm hearing, and it's not meant to be. as long as this karmic partner is in the picture. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio don't have to be. But the lesson is for them. The test is for you, Taurus. And the test for you is, would you compromise your self-love journey to be in a relationship with someone that is still involved with somebody else? Would you break up their happy home, or would you remain true to your earth angel life purpose, self-love journey until it is meant to be? So for some of you, there is someone that you are meant to be with, but that person has pretty much they've pretty much right now they're not ready. They still have inner child trauma. Okay, they still have fears around being rejected either by you or by they're just not ready to release. They're not ready to release. And they are not looking for answers outside of themselves. They're saying it's not the right time. They could be married or engaged. They've made a choice. And so the lesson is going to be for them. But you're meant to follow some type of dreams here. Small business. You're not meant to be a worker. You're not meant to work for somebody else. You're meant to be able to be free and do whatever it is that you want to do. But if you're expecting this person to reach out to you, they're not going to reach out to you because the timing is not right. They're never going to tell you this because they want you to still believe that it's going to work out. But I feel as if you're being tested, like you're being tested by your spiritual team to see if you have what it takes to see something for what it is, see it as not being stable, and be willing to move on. Okay, we have letters or names. So this person could be any of the letters or names, A, S, H, L, or N, that's struggling with inner child trauma, third party situations, and you need to let it go. Let it go. All right. They still got a lot of family wounds to heal. But they do not want to feel like they're missing out on an opportunity with you. But they still need a lot of healing. They may want you to be their therapist and to heal them and to do the work for them. But that would be you enabling them. And that has karmic consequences. That has for you in the event that you try to become the judge, jury, and executor of another person's journey, or you try to give them. It's pretty much like saying you have access, okay, to a certain realm. You have access to certain abilities. You have access to certain blessings, things like that. However, no matter who you are encountering in this dimension or in these realms, you may feel for them, you may empathize with them, you may be able to see what they need to do to heal themselves and work on themselves. That hall pass that you have to roam this entire realm, both realms, the spiritual and the physical, you are not allowed to take off your hall pass and give it to anybody else. The same route you had to go to earn your hall pass is the same route that they have to go to earn theirs. Okay? All right, sigils could be involved. You could be initiated into something. You're like all force ahead. Like if you look at here, she's on a horse and she's being carried, like completion. Something's being completed. You're going west. You have to go east before you can go west. All right, your sails have been set. And along the way, people are going to feel like you're doing something to them. You're seducing them because you don't want to be with them, or they can't figure out why they can't get you out their head or something like that. You're just going to be in a state of constant attraction because you're in this creative energy. When you're in this creative energy, you're going to attract a lot of people that want to claim you. Okay? And they want you to believe that they have some authority to change your life and to improve it and to bless you. But they really just want to like control you. And then they want you to doubt your intuition, and they want to have a hand and using your abilities to exact their revenge on people. Okay, because they are in greed of power. So you're being protected. Okay, you're being protected and defended. I heard Chronos, so this could have something to do with time. All right, the clock, or the the um the false, the fake version of time. That's what I heard. Riches and protection. Your inheritance is protected. Okay. Whew. Exaltation in reverse. Yeah, remember to praise um your what you know to be true. Okay? I see you traveling. You're meant to meet someone of your caliber. All right, this person's going to know the exact things to say to you. You are meant to meet someone. Some of y'all are meant to meet someone of foreign lands. They're not from this land. They're not from this land. They literally maybe from other territories, or they may have territories. You're going to have to do this by the book, though, I'm hearing. I don't feel like this is a decision that you're doing to glorify your ego. Make sure that you are never in a space of glorifying your ego. Whatever gifts that you have, whatever protection that you receive for your children, yourself, it does not belong to you. All right? You are in a relationship, confirmation from spirit. This is not you. You may be getting accused of that, or people may try to accuse you of you pretty much glorifying your ego, but it has nothing to do with that. Because we have Alpha and Omega here. We have health, beauty, success. We have protection. Let me hide that card. But I mean, always give praises, give thanks for what you know to be true. And I'm telling you, you're just going to remain abundant and at peace. And the people that want to be mad and get back at you, they're going to be stuck in their hell until they go off on their journey to discover the same way that you did. I feel like there's some wisdom and secrets of the arts that don't belong to people. And that's just what it is. And they're going to try to give you some pillow talk because they want to know your secrets. And they want to pretend to be you and act like they healthy like you. And these motherfuckers is not healthy. Okay? They not saying shit. That's what I'm seeing here. So they may try to serenade you or make you like, oh, I want to go on this journey with you. Let's do it together. Nah. Birds of a feather, they flock together. That's what they're going to try to say. But they're really sick. They're riddled with fear, anxiety, and they got bad karma coming towards them. And the relationship will never be peaceful. Okay? Going back to anyone from your past. You just going to have to accept that. They have unfinished work to do. So they got to go back to first grade, pre-K, kindergarten, whatever grades they were in. And they got to try again. But that don't mean Spirit's going to hold you back. But trust me, they would definitely try to hold you back. Spirit ain't going to hold you back. But Spirit will let these people teach you a lesson. You know what I'm saying? To make you self-reflect and figure out, why are you constantly willing to sacrifice yourself and go back to pull people up and slow yourself down? And I feel as if this is a nature. There's something about a nature here. Mother, if you think about a mother's love, she's always teaching you. She is always teaching you that she's always teaching you where you come from. The matriarchal system, okay? She's always teaching you where you come from. And her way of teaching you is through failure, right? Your mother will let you fall down. Your mother will also nurture you and encourage you and defend and protect you and encourage you to get back up again. That's the true divine feminine nature. Okay. But I feel like as far as the representation of the matriarch system it's been lied to, as if like just only the masculines do that and they got to be present. No, divine feminines have always been able to do the same things. It's yin and yang energy. Like you got to be cold in order to tell a person or teach a person. I feel like mother's way of teaching is like, I don't gotta tell you. I don't have to tell you. Like really, the traditional way, I feel like it's one of those things where it don't have to be forceful and cold and mean. No, because I understand that even if you go out there, you're gonna always come back to mother because everything is nature. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they've been keeping you stagnant from feeling like it's the wrong thing to move on, or I need someone to be a figure or archetype in life. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to raise kids or anything like that. That's not true. The most powerful people, I'm going to be honest with you, if you are a person that have children, they just don't give enough recognition to single parents. I'm going to be honest with you. Because they're always trying to push this a narrative like someone's unhappy if they're not in a relationship. And that's not always true. They want people to be in a relationship. They push that narrative because they know that you get the picture. You understand the true nature of everything. Is I don't have to chase or I don't have to ask person, why you didn't call me? Why you didn't pick up the phone? Why you didn't do X, Y, and Z? Because when you know where home is, you're going to always come back to your home base. So why does a mother have to get irate and cold-hearted and get mad? No. She's just going to be there when you return. You can go. You can go because you're going to come right back. Whenever it's time for you to come back, you know where to find me because I'm home base. You never going to, no matter where you go in the world, you're going to always find yourself at a tree. That's mother. You're going to always find yourself at a river. That's mother. You're going to always find yourself coming back to nature. So she don't have to be cold towards you and mean. What creates those experiences of those false disasters, right, is trying to be aggressive, all that rah energy. That's the patriarchal system. That ain't matriarchal. That's attachment. And Mother Nature ain't attached. She loves from a detached perspective because if her ass was attached to everything that you did, we wouldn't exist. Is pretty much what she's saying. All right, I'm sending y'all lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. Let's get a closing message. We have liberation. Free yourself. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. We have mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life. Take a chance. Do you want to ride with me? We can let your hair down. All right. Good night. Good day. Whenever you are. Love you. Bye-bye.